morning, everybody. BushCat Daryl here. It is a beautiful, sunshiny morning today, but Hurricane Andre, am I pronouncing it right, is pounding the coast. So we got a little bit of light wind out of the east, but that's it. But the Sheriff of Oneida, Madison, and Oswego and Onondaga Counties, they all issued a travel warning on Oneida Lake because of the high water and the debris down there. We're going to go down and take a look at it for you. Ride along. Well, you've seen me take off and land before. Here we are at the beach already. This is Snug Harbor. Used to be Holmes Marina. You can see right on the bottom left, the water is right up on the road. The vast majority of the docks next to the boats are all underwater. As we go over the bridge there on Route 13, you can see the water. Fred, my buddy Fred Johnson, right down here in the red truck with the trailer with the light flashing on it there, told me that the water was 6 inches below the pavement there on the pier as you were across from the canal view there. This is Sylvan Beach as we're heading toward North Bay. And you can see as we go along here that Sylvan Beach was pretty much spared from the debris in the roadway or debris in the waterway here based on the fact that Oneida Creek and Fish Creek come in more in the Verona Beach, Kaiser Beach area of Oneida Lake. So as we're going up through, you can see there's very limited boat activity here this morning. But the water is high. You can see on the shore there, it's up tight to the green, and a lot of the docks are actually underwater. I was out away from the shore a little bit here, so a little difficult to see the docks here. We'll get a little closer as we go down through the video here. It runs a little longer than normal, so feel free to fast forward it if you like. But here we are coming up on North Bay, and you can see as we get up here, the docks there are underwater. The little point here that usually sticks out right here is underwater. Somebody out there fishing, again, North Bay here. You can see the little spots that jut out right there underwater. But for the most part, the North Bay, Sylvan Beach area survived without a great deal of debris in the water. A little fast forward through the sun glaring on the water here, and as we head back the other way, again, this is Sylvan Beach again. Get you a double look at it, and you can see right down to the bottom. The water here is not too bad. It's cleared up a little bit. It's still, the lake is wicked high, and as we go down through, you can see the boys from the village working with the heavy equipment to clean the beach up, but you can see how narrow the beach is. I mean, this water is shallow way out to where them boats are parked, and there's very little beach left. So as we approach the lake house and the parking area here, you can see the lighthouse up ahead there. I'll point out to you that the pier that goes from this point out into the lake is completely submerged. And we're going to turn on it, and as you can see, the buoys, but the rocks are completely submerged, and the water is so dirty here, it's hard to see them. As we get out toward the end here, there's a few rocks sticking out, but for the most part, that entire breakwater is completely covered with water. Now, as we make the turn, you can see the debris in the water right here, and we'll give you a little fast forward through the sun. Okay, we get down to the Verona Beach State Park here, and you can see that swimming area all muddied up, and the buoys are, the area is completely submerged here. It's right up against the breakwater in a lot of places, but as we go along, look at the logs and the trees and the debris in the water here. And we're coming up on where Oneida Creek dumps out into the lake here, and you can see more trees, and these trees make a good roosting point for the seagulls. You can see that right here, a big tree right there by the tire, all covered with seagulls. Now, as we get up to Oneida Creek, you can see the color of the water change where it comes out into the lake. It gives you a little bit of indication where the channel is here. So this is South Bay, And as we circle around, I'm kind of cutting the corner off here a little bit, but you can see the water's right up into all of those little harbors you've got along here. And as I go toward Lewis Point, that's Lewis Point up in front of the propeller, we can see the wind kind of blowing on the surface there, but as I get up close here, you can see that virtually a full third, perhaps even more, of the docks are completely submerged here. You can see this little harbor here where the boats are sitting there, and very few of the docks are visible. As we go down through here, you can see the docks underwater. Some of them a little higher, but like right here, you've got 3, 4, 5 in a row that are completely submerged. And we sneak around the point here. The water, of course, is up everywhere, but this is Lewis Point. The pavilion on Lewis Point used to belong to the Oneida community years ago, and you can see the green right there by the pavilion is completely flooded still. And as we make the corner into Messenger's Bay, you can see that Messenger's Bay was very protected from this, and the water is pretty clear. You can see right to the bottom, and this dock's got to be a little higher because it's not submerged by any means. But the water is high right up on the shore. And we'll give you a little fast forward again now, back around the South Bay. We'll go back the other way, and you can see now overhead how flooded these harbors are here. Johnny's Pier 31 right there, the bar and the marina, and this is South Bay, and this is the other marina that the Indian Nation owns, and you can see that's right up to the edge of the green there. And now as we're a little higher, you can see where Oneida Creek is coming into the lake right here. You can see there's a stripe of dark water as the river's running into the lake, and that's what you're getting all this debris from. That debris is coming down out of that river and out of the Fish Creek. Up here, I'll show you the entrance to that, where it comes into the canal here in a few minutes. But you can see from up high all this debris in the water, and that's certainly a hazard to navigation because you can see it from up here. A little fast forward down to the beach, but you can't see it while you're on the water that good. You can see big logs, trees, tree stumps, and again the pier underwater. And this will give you a good look at the wharf area here, and you can see those boats are high. They're sitting right up there. That water is right up close to the top of that pier right there. Now, as we get down into the beach, this is the old Skinner's Harbor right here, and the Indian Nation is developing it. And you can see the water is high here too, right up past this new building they're building. They got the new building up out of the water, but you can see the water right up there on the driveway there. They're coming along on that. Got some foundations and some buildings going up, and luckily that area was high enough that it didn't flood out. And as we go down through, you've got your camps and what have you here on the Sylvan Beach side. And you got this little harbor here. You can see every one of the docks is underwater in that little harbor right there. Right up ahead of us is where Fish Creek comes into the Barge Canal. And if you know what to look for, you can see the semicircle in the water where the water from the creek's coming down through, and it's shearing right here the water in the canal. You can see the darker water as compared to the water in the canal. So cutting out the end of it, we're just going to head for home and land. I know this runs longer than normal, but be careful if you're going out on Oneida Lake. All 4 of them sheriffs can't be wrong, and we just proved it. So hope you enjoyed the ride over the lake this morning.